Okay, Luke, Oregon home inspections. We're at 200 Buttercup in Cottage Grove, Oregon, doing a sewer scope. There's a clean out on the ground. It's right here. See the front door behind me there, so that's where you'd go or direct somebody to if you're having kind of drain cleaning needs in the future. So particularly what we do the most of is mainly is looking at the sewer lateral. So the sewer lateral is going to be the pipe outside of the foundation before it connects to the city main or the city sewer line. Then the building drains, be under the house. We're going to take a look at those as well as a favor to Alex Dad because he asked. So thanks for using me, and that's what you get. Okay, we got some 4-inch ABS. Or I'm sorry, this is 4-inch PVC piping. That's the same or similar to what they use in new construction. I do have some water running. What I see the most of and look at for the most is, for instance, what we're looking at here. We got joints, glued joints. A lot of times these will come apart, whether they weren't glued very well or whether the ground force pulls them apart. Just depends. But that's what I see a lot of. Also offsets in the pipe. Offset being where the lower pipe is up higher than the upstream pipe, and that kind of creates a little bit of a dam, and it can cause buildup of solids and potential flow issues and backing up. Also, looking for make sure the trenches were bedded correctly and that and that they were backfilled correctly, as well as my lens is getting dirty here. So as well as belly. So those will create bellies in the line. All right, we're gonna get to the main. Maybe we can clean our lens off here. I don't know why it's so dirty, but yeah. And then obviously we're looking for tree roots, breakages in the pipe, things like that. So all right, there. All right, so here we go. We got a little belly in the line right here. So I'm gonna push through this slowly. My camera is probably about an inch or better off the line. I can see there are some buildup of solids in this area. So this is probably an example of a trench that wasn't backfilled correctly, be my guess. And it created a little belly in the line, but I don't see any offsets creating that. Well, let me back up here. Yeah, I don't think there's any offsets. I think it's just or anything, as in damage. It's just imperfection in the way they installed the pipe. Is it perfect? No. Is it functional? Yes. So here's the connection to our city sewer line. But back to the belly. Yeah, again, it's imperfection in the sewer line, but yeah, it's functional. So it's not a perfect world. Here's a good example of it. However, it is going to lend itself to solids and materials building up in there, and the possibility of cloggage. So if that's what happens, that's where I would start. Obviously, if you want to improve the situation, the pipe can be dug up and redone. Be a recommendation to do that, but is it a requirement? In my opinion, no. No, it's not. So, all right, we're going to back up. Look at this thing backwards. We'll get to see some of that pipe where our lenses are a little fogged up or dirty for whatever reason. And then we'll turn around and then we'll go back towards the house and look at the building drains. Okay, here we are. Back at the clean out. We'll turn this around. Give me just a second. All right, we must have some. Give me just a second. Okay, I'm back. We're gonna go continue on up into the building drains. Those are, again, the drains under the house. Everything outside the house is what they consider the sewer lateral. This is about as far we're gonna be able to go due to this sanitary Y here. Actually, I can't get past because this camera's non-directional, so. Looks pretty good. Everything looked pretty good when I was in the crawl space looking at the pipes. All right, keep that oil, keep that fat, oil, and grease out of the lines. Looks good. If you guys have any questions, please give me a call.